Hello, I think we are on live. Good
Yeah.
morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are watching our live. My name is Paromita, and and this is my business page, Paromita SR Biswas. Um, so before we start our Get Inspired session, I would like to introduce myself a little bit. So my name is Paromita. I live in Singapore with my husband and my two lovely kids. I by profession I have a I am done graphic design, and last few years I have been working as an art and craft instructor, and also I'm doing full time digital business. I'm a proud digital business owner. So now, and I would like to thank everyone for following my page. And now I would like to introduce Yodit with us. Hi, Yodit.
Hi.
Thank
Hello.
you
How are
so
you?
much. Yeah, I'm doing good. And thank you so much for joining my Get Inspired session. So, before we start, I want you to introduce yourself to our viewers.
Okay, great. Thank you so very much for inviting me. Good morning to you.
Thank you.
It
And good
is,
evening to you.
yeah, it is night here, so dark. It's one of those winter nights, right?
Yeah,
It's
and we are
amazing.
having a sunny day.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love this incidents in our online business world. So
Yeah.
it's my pleasure. Thank you so very much for inviting me. My name is Yodit, and I live in USA, Virginia, the state of
Mhm.
Virginia. I came from originally from Ethiopia, so I'm Ethiopian,
Okay.
and a wife, a mom of two,
Hmm.
beautiful little girls. One is teenager, one is toddler.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm a busy mom, running around that
Balancing.
yeah, energetic toddler. Yeah, and background a little bit. I'm from like the first profession I had was being in the medical field as a lab technician,
Hmm.
but then I changed it into ESL teacher. I
Okay.
worked the longest is been a teacher,
Hmm.
ESL teacher. So after that,
Hmm.
moving to the US and then became a mom. I was working in a customer service profession, but
Hmm.
then I found this business. Now I am a digital business owner running full time.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Thank you so much for sharing about you. And it's very interesting. You have background. You have like you worked as a teacher and in the commercial field also. So
Mhm.
different kind of experience you have, and now you are enjoying your digital business, right?
Right, right. I am enjoying
And
it.
now, as we all know, if your reason behind any action is strong, then the journey becomes smooth. So can you tell us like what was your main why behind joining this business, because the why should be strong, right, before
Right.
taking any action.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Like many of us in our business community, you've seen it be right. Um,
Mhm.
it was my family. Of course, that is
Mhm.
my biggest why, my family.
Mhm.
Family
Mhm.
means the kids.
Mhm.
Actually, I found this business after I gave birth to this little girl.
Mhm.
I gave up my job for her. So I
Mhm.
was at home, and then 2020 came with COVID.
Mhm.
So I was home, and life became difficult for everyone in the world, not just me. So,
Mhm. Yeah.
I've seen the online thing on social media, but then seeing it like after I get into it, uh, it was my family, my immediate family, my kids, like
mhm,
to be able to have something and support my husband income wise, and just like that, it was like a
mhm,
little help for the family.
mhm, mhm,
Then
mhm,
after seeing the potential of this business, my why just got bigger and bigger. I
mhm,
have family back home in Africa,
mhm,
so
mhm,
they need help from us, so that is
mhm,
also another why. And then being helpful to other family as well. It's all about helping other family in our business, right?
mhm,
So it just
yeah.
became wider and wider. But yeah, family and helping others. That is my why.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, like maybe our reasons are a little different, but we all, want to balance between our family and our financial goals, because we all need a secure financial future, right? But at the same time, we don't want to miss our kids, the precious moments with our kids and their milestones. And I can understand that, being a mom is not easy, because I also have two kids.
Hmm.
And you are, balancing between a toddler and a teenager, because they both have their own requirements
Right.
and they both need you around them. So
Definitely.
yeah, I think, like, this business, it's very flexible, and we can work in our own terms. So that's especially for moms like you and me. That's a very, very big positive thing for about this business, right?
Right.
But I would like to know, Yodit, that whether you felt skeptical, when you heard about this business, because it's very natural to feel skeptical. I think we all, like most of us, felt like that. So I want to know your experience regarding this.
Yeah, I mean, this word being skeptical for
Hmm.
me, it is normal. Like you say,
Hmm.
being
Hmm.
skeptical is a
Hmm.
normal thing, and for
Hmm.
me, I take it as a positive thing. It's not just
Hmm.
normal,
Yes,
but a
yes.
positive thing because it
Hmm.
safeguards you somehow.
Hmm.
Because if you don't ask what is this, if you don't ask what and why, if
Hmm.
you don't have that kind of skeptic mind, then you're jumping wherever people are giving you, right? It could be a
Hmm.
very bad thing. It could
Hmm.
be something that you cannot recover from. So being
Hmm.
skeptic for me
Hmm.
wasn't a bad thing because it allowed me to research more, to know
Hmm.
about this business
Hmm.
in a very good manner, because
Hmm. Hmm.
that way I found out that this business is legit and legal, and who I am working with, what are the people who are involved in this
Hmm.
business,
Hmm.
things like
Hmm.
that. If I didn't ask what and why, then I
Hmm.
wouldn't know all these details, right? So
Hmm. Hmm.
being a skeptic, as long
Hmm.
as it's not blocking you from
Hmm. Hmm.
knowing
Hmm.
things, having the
Hmm.
knowledge of the thing that you're going
Hmm.
into,
Hmm.
if it's not a blockage, then skeptic is good. But
Hmm.
it's not, yeah, skeptic, what else can you call it, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
for me, I took it as a positive thing because it helped
Hmm.
me. But then
Hmm.
it was more like fear for me.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
was I had this fear because once I get into the business, we have
Hmm.
this period of time to study,
Hmm.
to research, to do our due
Hmm.
diligence, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
in that period of time, I saw the potential so
Hmm.
huge. It has a big
Hmm.
potential, and I was fearing that, am I enough for this business? Am I gonna give the
Hmm.
appropriate time for this business
Hmm.
and appropriate energy and
Hmm.
all it
Hmm.
needs? And that was
Hmm.
the fear that I have because I have this little girl running around
Hmm.
24 7,
Hmm.
right? And like
Hmm.
you said, a teenager who really needs attention, so that was my fear. But then the business, how flexible it is, even though I have this fear,
Hmm.
the flexibility and the system that we are provided with made it made it really simple for me.
Mm,
When we say simple, uh,
mm,
like, I don't know if you heard my interview with other people in my page, we talk about the simplicity of our
mm,
business, right?
mm,
It doesn't mean that it is really easy, you come in and get money the next day or the next month. It's not like that. We say
mm,
simple because you once you get into the business, it's a
mm,
plug and play. Of course, it is
mm,
a social media thing, but then
mm,
we are provided with a very, very amazing training that updates
mm,
every single day.
mm,
And there are people in the community that fascinate me every single day. I mean, I'm fascinated with the people that we
mm,
have. They don't cost you anything, but then they give you all the knowledge they had. So,
mm,
whatever success they had, they just give you how they succeeded,
mm,
right? That, and then the system, the automated system, that
mm,
we do not hassle, we do not go
mm,
up and down. It
mm,
is well done. It
mm,
is so well done that you don't have to
mm,
purchase any lesson, or, like,
mm,
education from other people, like they introduce on, like they make ad,
mm,
like, let me teach
mm,
you how to work on YouTube, let me teach you how to work on all this stuff. We don't have to do that because we
mm,
have this system, this training built
mm,
in by professional, by the way.
mm.
They are
Yeah,
so professional, they built it so well,
yeah.
and it's all built for us, it's all ready for us. We don't even make any website or anything. Our website is ready for us.
Mm,
When you become a business owner, you have all this kind of, like, tools and stuff to begin with. So that made it so simple for me
mm,
to go and proceed in this business. So,
mm,
it is a hand
mm,
provided, like a gift
mm,
package for
mm,
you.
mm,
You just have to plug in, play. So that
mm,
made it so simple for me in
mm.
proceeding this business. Yeah.
Yes, you explained very beautifully, the things we get when we start,
Hmm.
because we don't need to start from scratch
Yeah.
here. You are getting everything, but I know that I am in this business and I am enjoying the things we are getting here. That the all the facilities we are getting here. But still, I would like to ask you
Hmm.
that what you like most in this business. I know that it's difficult to talk about one thing, but still I want to know that what you enjoy most in this business.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, the system and the automated system that made my life so easy.
Mm,
Like, I don't feel like even I'm running a business. It's a huge
mm,
business. It's a
mm,
very huge business, but then how simple it was, like,
mm,
I don't feel like I'm running that,
mm,
that successful business because it's so simple. So the automated system, I really fell in love with it. Like, I love it so much.
mm.
Uh, and the
Yes.
community we have, I mean, it's something else. Like,
Mm,
for a person who never run a business, and
mm,
to be in this huge global community. Look at
mm.
us, you and me,
Yeah.
from here.
Yes.
You are in
Yes.
Singapore, right? And
Yes.
I am in Virginia, USA. You
Yeah.
are on Wednesday, and I'm on
Yeah.
Tuesday. We never
Tuesday.
met. Can you
Mm.
imagine? We will be
Yes.
talking like this
Yes.
in this, thanks to this
Mm,
business, this became possible. So, and
mm,
to have this kind of worldwide, so
mm,
uh, amazing community, and we come together every Wednesday
mm.
live, and
Live.
we just
Yes.
celebrated our fifth
Yes.
year
The fifth
anniversary of
anniversary.
business,
Yeah.
right? And it was so touching.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing to be sad about,
Mm-hmm.
but then there were a lot of tear shedding, the
Mm-hmm.
joy crying, and
Mm-hmm.
the progress people made from scratch, from
Mhm.
nothing to something beyond imagination.
Yes,
So,
yes,
uh,
yes.
all this community came together. There is no racial, barrier. There is no,
Mhm. Mhm.
gender barrier. There is no
Mhm.
job classification.
Mhm.
There is
Mhm.
nothing. We
Mhm.
are all one business owners, and we
Mhm.
help each other regardless where you are from, where you
Mhm.
are at. So
Yes,
I
yes.
can run this business. Another thing,
Mhm.
beyond the
Mhm.
system and the
Mhm.
community, this business. Now I am for a year in this business. Right now I know everything, so
Mhm.
I can even do something about my business while I'm shopping. Can you believe that?
Yes,
Like,
yes,
I'm
yes.
shopping, but then I'm doing some stuff about my business.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
running a business,
yeah.
literally. And it can be done from anywhere as long as
Yes.
you have internet connection and the
Connection.
device that will
Yeah.
able you to do that. So there is a lot to love about this business. I'm
Yes,
just
yes.
touching
I
this.
know it is difficult to explain everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
in short time, it's really difficult. But
right.
as when you started talking about the automation, in my mind, I was, thinking about this community, and then next you started community. I felt so
Yeah,
nice, like I was just thinking about it, and the a great example, as you already mentioned, that you and me, like you are 13 hours, we have 13 hours time difference, but
mm-hmm.
still we are helping each other. We are giving, like when I asked for interview, you gave your time. I know that we have huge time difference, but still came forward, and you are giving me. And also, when I entered this business, I was amazed to see the huge community.
Mm-hmm.
And here, we have people from all different backgrounds,
Right,
like we have teachers, we have stay home parents, doctors, nurses, engineers. And we don't judge each other. We just support each other.
right,
Like, most of the people that joining, they don't have any experience, like first time. So we
mm-hmm.
have a lot of questions. We have here, like we are here for each other. Like, if you
Right,
have any question, other than our mastermind session, we have people for us. So for me, I felt like I am not alone.
right.
There are a big family with
Yeah,
me to support.
definitely.
And I really, really feel gratitude for that. And I really appreciate, like, right now I'm appreciating you, because I know it's a after dinner time, and you
Mhm.
have two kids, but still you took your time for me. And we are running this interview right now. So
Right.
thank you so, so much.
You're
And you already mentioned the training part. And but still, I would like to tell you a little bit about it. Like, if a person, like, we were skeptical in the first. And if a person who is not very tech savvy, and thinking that whether if this business is okay for me. So I ask you that, how did you find the training program? It was user friendly for you? Did you face any problem? You were a tech savvy person. How was it, your experience?
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, I can't say I was a not a tech savvy person, but because my previous job before I gave birth to my daughter, it was all in the computer. It's a bit
Hmm.
technical thing on a computer
Hmm.
stuff. So, yeah, I have a little bit of that experience. But then, coming here, being live on Facebook and having a page, like
Hmm.
a Facebook page, and to have
Hmm.
all thousands of people a follower, and to run
Hmm.
ads
Hmm.
on a Facebook or YouTube, or to run a business on a social media, that was a zero experience, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, like everybody else, whoever is watching us, by the way,
Mhm.
thank you if you're watching live.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
and
I think one or two people they're watching us right now.
yeah, thank you
Uh,
so very much.
yes, thank you so much for watching us.
Right.
Yeah.
So we were just like those people who watch from outside, you know,
Mm-hmm.
knowing nothing about this online business thing or digital
Mm-hmm.
business. And
Mm-hmm.
we, it's just no one in the community know about this before they join.
Mm-hmm.
Like 99% of the people.
Mm-hmm.
They just come, and then they when they come in, it's it's either somebody's website, they just register under
Mm-hmm.
someone, and then they will be provided a mentor and a coach and the whole community helping
Mm-hmm.
them, right? So it was, I don't think anyone have a experience. It's just
Mm-hmm.
you come in and you will be held by coach and mentor in the community, and then you will have this from one to, all the way to the success level. You will have a training, right?
Mm-hmm.
And before I forget, the training right now, how when we get like huge, and every day we're growing in number, and technology changes, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
our training is changing every day, and
Every
it's
day,
a
yes.
user, like, we right now we are translating into a major languages like French,
Languages.
like,
Mm-hmm.
Spanish and
Mm-hmm.
French and Italic and
Mm-hmm.
all the Arabic and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
because we are growing in an imaginable way. So
Mm-hmm.
that training is being translated. That's number one. Number two, when you get into this training, it's so
Mm-hmm.
simple, like a video based, and then it
Mm-hmm.
will tell you where to click, where
Mm-hmm.
not to click,
Yes.
and then it will tell you how to put the picture from
Mm-hmm.
the basic, from the very basic.
Very basic, yes.
Like we've been on Facebook like all the time, and then coming to this business, like, what is
We
tech
don't know.
savvy? Like, what is tech savvy? I mean, it's telling you like click here, click there, and then the video is telling you what to do. So it's so basic, and then you learn every little step
Mm-hmm.
without anyone pressure you at your
Mm-hmm.
own pace.
Mm-hmm.
No one is under, you're not like under
Mm-hmm.
supervision, or nobody's telling you what to do. It's just following the step and doing the right thing. And there are guides, and there is a
Mm-hmm.
written one. And then
Mm-hmm.
whenever you don't understand anything from the training, you
Yeah.
have someone to go to, run to. You are
Yes.
never alone, never.
Mm.
Like, because it's
Yes.
global, thankfully.
Yes.
When you
Yes.
sleep, we are waking up, right?
Yes.
When we
Yes.
sleep, you are waking
Yes.
up. So
Yes.
it's live,
Yeah.
24/7. It is live.
Seven.
Like, there is
Mm-hmm.
someone to help you, and
Mm-hmm.
you have your own mentor and coach on top of that. So yeah, I mean, the training is so simple to follow. So
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to be a tech savvy at all. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
People who never have Facebook, they're starting creating Facebook profiles and getting there. So I mean, yeah,
I was, active in Facebook, but I never had that idea that we can use our social media to earn money. So, like,
yeah,
it was a, and
to
when
make money.
yes, when I started initially, I was also, I had the fear that whether I will be able to learn it or not,
Hmm.
because for me, technical, I'm not at all a tech savvy person. So that's why I had that in my mind that, whether it is going to be difficult for me or not. But when I started with my business page, so nicely they explained everything step by step. And I think anyone can do it. Only I it's very important to have that mindset to learn.
Right, right.
That is important, that if you are willing to learn new things, then then this is for you. But
Definitely.
it is very, very easy. It's very, very easy and very thorough and step by step, video based training. And the good thing is, like, it will be with you for lifetime.
Yes.
Whenever you need, you can go whenever you have doubt or you are feeling confused, you can immediately go back to your training site, and you can check, you can, with your confusion and all.
Definitely.
So yeah, so we are I'm almost done with my questions, but at last I would like to request you to give a message to our followers, like followers of your page and my page, and people who are watching us right now, so, and who will watch the replay later. So what message would you like to give to them?
All right. Yeah, that's a great chance. Thank you. Thank you for that. So, this business is only 5 years old, very young. It's not 10, it's not 15, it's not 20, but then
Mhm.
only 5 years. Being in the community and seeing how many lives are touched with it, and how many lives are
Mm,
changed
mm, mm,
because of it.
mm,
It is like mind blowing. I mean,
mm,
and I don't know where you can see that.
mm,
For
mm,
one company to make
mm,
profit, and then
mm,
just a company, one business, one
mm,
person running it,
mm.
to see the fruit of that company, that business takes, maybe, I don't know if I'm right, maybe, I don't know, more than 5 years, right?
Mm,
But
mm,
then in this business,
mm,
thousands of people, we're not
mm,
talking about 110,
mm,
100, but thousands of people have been already changing their life and changed their
mm,
life already. And people come into this business every single day, and people are already leaving their job because they got what they wanted from here, and they're retiring early. And
mm,
people are firing their bosses.
mm,
People are, it's not only leaving the job, it's
mm,
not just leave the job and then stay
mm,
home and then,
mm,
be on vacation. It's not just that. The business is doing something else too. Maybe
mm,
people are, they love what they're doing right now, and then they join this business just
mm,
to check, and then to have it as a side hustle,
mm, mm,
because of the business, how it changed the mindset, how it
mm,
grow your knowledge, and how it teach you how you
mm,
are capable of doing things.
mm, mm,
People getting promotion on their old job because they
mm.
love, they don't want to leave that job because they
Yeah,
love it, they are so
yeah,
connected with it, but then
yeah.
they're just running this as a side hustle. And then
Mm,
they're getting not just financial, not just
mm,
money, they're getting
mm,
knowledge to live
mm.
their life properly, to live
Yeah.
a healthy life, to
Mm,
live a successful life. So they are getting promotion. They are being really helpful to other people. They are touching other lives too. It's all about helping other people in this business. It's not just
yes.
changing your own life,
Yeah.
but you're
Yes.
changing other lives. You're
Yes.
touching
Mm,
other lives too. So
mm, mm,
you have, we ask people to register in our website and
mm,
just
mm,
put in your name and email address. What does that
mm.
mean? We are asking them to learn about this business
Yes. Yes. Yes.
closely, because
Yes.
we cannot say it enough
Mm,
on a 25 live conference, like, you
mm,
and me, or on our page coming live and talk about. No,
mm,
we can't do that. It's more than that. And
mm.
our webinar, in fact, it's now 8:20, right? You know what's
Yeah.
happening in our
Yeah.
business world? We're
Yeah.
having that webinar every
Live
Tuesday and
webinar.
Thursday. It's live right now. People are
Yes.
tuning in from
Yes.
every corner of the world,
World. Yes.
learning about this business.
Mm,
And obviously, they will pay the 1949 and then
mm,
join the business and then see it further. That doesn't mean
mm,
you will become a business owner, but
mm,
you get a chance to
mm,
further know about this business. So all we are asking is get to that webinar, listen
Mm.
to what we have to say, learn
Mm.
about this business, and see if this is for you,
You,
because it
yes.
is changing. So it's
Mm.
changing our life. And
Mm. Mm.
why not for you?
Mm.
Why don't
Mm.
you just register? It's free. There is
Yeah.
no cost for you. It's just the
Mm.
knowledge. So get
Mm.
the knowledge from the webinar,
Mm.
register with your
Mm.
name, proper email address,
Mm.
and learn about it. And if it is for you, proceed and study
Yes.
further. And if it is
Yes.
really for you, then join the club
Mm.
and let's
Mm.
grow together. So,
Mm.
yeah,
Mm.
that's my message.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And you said it very well that, we are just asking people to register to watch our complimentary webinar. So you don't need to lose anything here. You have lot to gain because these webinar every week we are having, and lot of people, joining from all different corners of the world.
Right.
And just to see, just to decide whether this is, to get the knowledge, because before we take any decision we should be well informed. And
Right.
this part also I love about this business. When we were joining, we got the complete information before, decide to join this business. So, and that, and we should, like, we are the person who are responsible for our own life and our decision. So we should not be, listening to others and take the decision. So that's why
Right.
we encourage people to, like, if somebody asks me about business, I can talk about, for hours about this. But
Right.
it's important to, for that person to join the webinar and listen from,
Yeah.
from the people, from the like real life people, their experience,
Mhm.
and the like, experts, so
Yeah.
that person will be able to, take a informed decision.
Right.
So I really like this part also. And thank you so much that you explained everything very nicely. I think people who are going to watch this interview, like, they're still thinking, like, what to do. They want to do something, but they're skeptical right now. So
Right.
I think they will get a clear idea, uh, what to do and all. So thank you so much for joining me.
You're welcome.
And and wish you all the best. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
Thank you, darling. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Okay, bye bye.